Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog entry number 2, and today the movie that I have chose is gonna be Bonnie and Clyde in 1967, produced by Arthur Penn. And this movie in general, this movie talked about the love story between Bonnie Walker and Clyde Barrow and their journey through the countries just for like stealing cars and robbing banks and maybe fighting their own freedoms. And this is gonna be like my point of view after watching the movie and have some research about like the characters and the history behind these two famous thief in US history. So from the beginning of the movie, the audience was able to see like the unique of Bonnie Walker. Like she appeared naked in the house, lying on the bed, and feel bored with her life at home. That shows that the filmmaker's intention to create a character who like feels tired and with her current condition and want to find like their own freedom in life. This is shown more clearly in the conversation between Bonnie and Clyde at the beginning of the film, like around 5 minutes 40 seconds, when Clyde asks Bonnie if people only hear the sound of growing grass around here. Then Bonnie reply him like he might be more interesting with his life in prison before, like which is like further shown her boredom with life around here and her desire to searching for freedom in life. Moreover, the personalities of the female character in a noir film, which we have discussed before, and in this case is neo-noir, are clearly shown from the beginning of the film. In the first 10 minutes of the film, the viewers can easily see the way Bonnie dressed, flirting with Clyde, and also the look in her eyes every time she talked with him. And that just like illustrate for me like how seductive female characters will be like. But however, like Bonnie is different from the others. When the majority of thieves are known to be men, Bonnie I think is one of the first to being like a female thief. And this is probably like a factor that makes the movie become more attractive for the viewers and the audience when they're watching this movie. At the beginning of the movie, when she met Clyde trying to steal her mother's car, Bonnie started a conversation with Clyde without any doubt and accept all the bad things he had done in the past. And Clyde also mentioned that he had gone into prison before, and Bonnie was kind of surprised, but like she just let it go at the end. Clyde's honesty as well as his background may have been what attracted Bonnie. The proof is that during the ninth minute of the movie, still from the beginning, when Clyde had just stolen money from a store, like a type of convenience store, I think, to prove that to Bonnie that he didn't lie, they both jumped into a stolen car and Bonnie intended to have sex with Clyde. Yet he told her not to rush into like this sex thing. And while Bonnie was upset because she thought that he was going to dump her or something like that, Clyde promised that he will take her to a better place far away and enjoy a life that she has never thought of before. And throughout the movies is where Bonnie and Clyde work together to overcome the difficulties of current life and also enjoy the small things around them. Especially the ending of the film is the scene where the love story of two people ends. And I think this is the most important part of the movie because it's like it put for me a questions, which is like, can love really form in the life of a criminal? For these two, maybe yes, but whether it will last or not, is like really not certain. And for me, Bonnie and Clyde have shown that they have difficulties that only like the other person can compensate for. And in my opinion, from maybe before this movie already, love should bring like healing, goodness, and happiness. And as for Bonnie and Clyde, they're like two crazy people with the same mind, so they can fall in love and attracted with each other. I mean, like their love story is still something that we can look at, but like for me, love is like a different things, and they just on the process of maybe pursue their own freedom or happiness, and they found like they're sharing that happiness together in that moment. And in conclusion, there are some interesting things of the film that we should look at, which is like the, of course, the love story of Bonnie and Clyde, and also especially the personality of Bonnie, which I have mentioned before. She is like the one of, like one of the first like female thief for this type of movies, and it it is like a breakthrough for any female characters before, who usually like belongs to like weaker gender and something like seductive and stuff like that. Well, she's still seductive, but like she also served as a main characters who play a very important role throughout the movies, and also in the process of uh, Clyde like Clyde life, which helped him a lot in the for him to growing up, sometimes like that. And another things, which is the ending. Of course, it was not a happy one, but perhaps that was the ending that every like criminal should deserve. Because like they have steal a lot of cars, rob a lot of banks, shoot people and stuff like that. So I think that ending should like, it's not a sad ending. It's an ending that we might expect it to be happens already. And yeah, and compared to the other Norse movie, Bonnie and Clyde interested me by how the filmmakers create these characters together. And for the history of the movie, I've do some research to see if there are like true or not. But like there are so many different ideas about that. But like this is a very interesting couple in American history. And from the beginning of the film, there are some pictures that were shown different in different many different pictures that were shown at the beginning of the movie, and I believe that was like Bonnie and Clyde pictures in real life where people have found before. And I think it's like an interesting things for the audience to, when they can like put it puts a thought in the viewer's mind, like is it real or is this just a like a fiction that people create to attract people. So that's why I think this movie is interesting in my opinion. And yeah, and also like mm, for these two characters, their personality put like leave a huge impression for me after I done watching, especially for Bonnie, which I have mentioned before, about how she accept a random guy stealing her cars, going with him and fall in love with him, and joining a whole journey of their love journey, amazing love journey of stealing cars and robbing banks. Yes. So basically, the narrative and also the protagonists are the things that keep me interested in this movie. That was my vlog entry number 2 for Bonnie and Clyde. Thank you so much for listening, Professor Ate. See you guys on the next one.